Hello YouTubers, welcome back to another Tesla vlog with me, Adam Well Informed. As you can see from the title, I'll be sharing money making ideas for the Tesla Model 3 and electric cars. I thought it'd be a really exciting topic to cover because having an electric car can make certain opportunities way more attractive. You don't necessarily need an electric car or Tesla Model 3 for all of these opportunities or side hustles, if you want to call it that. So in theory, you could try this in your existing car, whether that's a petrol, diesel, hybrid or gas car. However, having a Tesla Model 3 or any other battery electric vehicle can lead you to having wider opportunities and potentially a bigger earnings potential. I'll explain the key reasonings a little later. To help build my case, I'll be using the app from my secret project that I'm involved in. So literally anyone with a car should be able to try most of these, but not all of these opportunities. Therefore, some opportunities might not be worth pursuing without a Tesla or BEV. I'll go through the initiatives and what they're offering, the good, the bad, and the earnings potential to hopefully give you a good idea if any of them are worth pursuing. Most of these opportunities can be done in other countries too, they just may be delivered by a different corporation. If you do pursue any of these, it's probably worth doing so in your spare time because these probably won't make you a millionaire overnight. If you do go ahead, just make sure you know where you stand from a tax perspective, whether you're in the US, Australia, UK, wherever you're based. Please do your own research or reach out to a tax professional or accountant, especially if you start utilising a corporation like a LLC or limited company. Seek advice, as I'm no specialist on that matter. Effectively, listen to someone far more intelligent and qualified if you want tax advice. So before we get started, if you haven't seen any of my content before, I do a video pretty much every week on my refreshed Tesla Model 3 2021. I talk about all things Tesla and electric cars in general. If you like that kind of content, drop us a like, subscribe and hit the notification bell, plus you'll be the first to know when the secret app that I'm hoping to build will be released to the general public. So hopefully you don't want to miss out on the exclusive insider information. So let's buckle up and get into it. So the first potential money making activity that I want to talk about is Shepper. Shepper define themselves as an on-demand checking solution, offering checks for businesses all over the world using a trained network of local people and a digital platform. We can check your assets quickly and efficiently, giving you a detailed report and dashboard straight to your inbox. Essentially, you'll be part of a so-called network of local people. You download an app on your smartphone, then you can search for work and accept jobs that you like the look of effectively. Therefore, your role as a shepherd is to simply inspect something and then report and answer the set questions put out by the checker, aka the user requesting the job. To make it a little clearer, I'm showing you an example job from May 2020. For this task, the operator has to check the presentation and stock levels of a requested brand. Once the shepherd, aka you, accept the task, you are given a 5-hour window to attend the requested store, take the relevant photo and answer the set of questions. Normally these jobs are a flat rate, so maybe it's £4 here or £7 there. Tasks vary from the retail visits to checking if the requested premises are occupied, as is the flat rate paid for each job. Therefore, in an ideal situation, to make the most out of the application, you ideally want the task as local as possible. And if you have the time, the shepherd should ideally have a second, third or fourth job around the same area to be able to complete the task in a timely manner in order to make a good hourly rate equivalent. I've personally downloaded this app myself, and whilst it looks great, I find work can be concentrated in set areas, so there may be no jobs within a 5-mile radius, but at 15 miles away there are like 6 or 7 all paying over £5, all within walking distance of each other. So some travelling via the car may be required in order to maximise earning potential, which is where Tesla Model 3 or BEV may come in handy, as costs per mile will be super low, as with today's petrol prices being over £1.40 per litre, going electric is not only going to be better for the environment but also for your back pocket. The second opportunity is a bit more of a mainstream one, depending on your location. It's been available in the US for quite some time. Here in the UK, it's only been around a couple of years. To me, Turo is an Airbnb equivalent, but for car hire. Just like Airbnb, Turo have no cars, zero, but they are disrupting the car hire industry by relying on their users to offer their own cars for hire. The lister would first need to approve some T&Cs, then they would set a daily price for the vehicle. Having a look myself, I'd say the Model 3 wasn't available in huge numbers on Turo near me. I found about 3 to 4, but none were really that close to me. and would charge a surcharge for delivery. The day listing price for a Tesla Model 3 varied from £89 to £193 for me. I think something like £120-ish would probably be achievable for my vehicle, at least until we get some positive ratings. Utilising some back of the napkin maths, if the car was rented for every weekend for just 2 days a week, that would be roughly £240 of revenue a week, just short of £12,500 a year, or £1,040 on a monthly basis. Mustn't forget that Turo will take a cut, which incorporates some insurance elements, but receiving around 65% seems to be the standard rate. So for our example, £1,040 then drops to £676, subject to other costs and taxation as normal. But you can see the numbers can climb quite significantly, especially if it's rented out more often, or likewise they can drop if it's not rented out so much. So potentially I think there could be some seasonal swings to this opportunity. So now let's look at some negatives of Turo. As you are literally handing the car key to a stranger to your car, it could get damaged or worse, totaled within a few hours. Either is enough to cause one a tremendous headache. There are a number of factors that need researching on your side, such as reviewing your insurance cover. Is the Turo cover enough, for example? Does it invalidate your own insurance? Do you need to alter your own? Does it impact your loan agreement? How much wear and tear will be placed on the vehicle? There's just lots of different questions, and it's definitely one that you need to follow up on your own, as the risk it can be pretty high in this one. Naturally, there are some negative stories of bad renters, but also I've seen some positive ones. There's a YouTuber called Kilowatts, and he has a fleet of EVs just for Turo, so it's an initiative that you could expand and grow should you begin to understand it. The characteristics of an electric car make so much sense for something like this, but it's not an option for everyone, especially if you are a one-car household or you just don't like other people touching your things, especially strangers. So the third initiative you could make money with a Tesla Model 3 or electric car is car branding. Now, there are different levels to this. You could negotiate a deal directly with the brand in exchange for stickers or a wrap advertising for a period of time. Another way it can be done is to find a car advertising firm yourself. Here in the UK, there's a company called carquids.com, and interestingly, the car they're using on their homepage is actually a Tesla Model 3. Hint, hint. But the idea is that you complete a sign-up form about your driving habits, etc., and then they will then pair you up with a brand for a period of time. You'll be quoted a monthly price in this one, and the FAQ seems to suggest a payment of around £60 to £100 a month just by allowing the brand to advertise on your car. Again, it's not a path to being a millionaire, but it's something that could supplement your main source of income, and it is a safer option than Turo, but there's less rewarding potential because there's this cap of £100 per month. You also need to see if your insurance company will be fine with the arrangement as well. If the car is fully wrapped, then some premiums increase dramatically, or even worse, the cover can be rescinded. So if this is something of interest, go take a look at the link below for CarQuids. Initiative number 4 is a very global initiative, Amazon Flex. Amazon Flex is a service that allows you to deliver parcels on behalf of Amazon. You must have a vehicle and a smartphone for this gig. Amazon will provide the relevant training for you to undertake such a task. Earnings wise, they're advertising a hourly earnings rate of around £13 to £15 an hour, or $17.50 to $20 US. And effectively, you book or compete for a time slot with local drivers. Naturally, there's only a limited number of drivers required for each delivery slot, so there's no guarantee of securing a slot. I've read multiple stories to suggest that the booking a slot can be really, really difficult and competitive depending on your area. But it's another initiative that is flexible, and you can literally pick shifts that work around your life. And the earnings potential does not really have a fixed monetary cap, but I've read that they can limit shifts to, I think it's 40 hours a week. So there may be a cap on the overall earnings potential here, but it does offer you an element of control by you picking these hours that you want. Using an electrified vehicle again will help you see greater returns than using a petrol or diesel vehicle, and I will demonstrate that after the next initiative. Again, I've left the website to Amazon Flex in the description. There are a number of requirements that you do need, like commercial motor insurance, etc. So do check that out before you actually join the program. The fifth initiative is probably the most obvious initiative I think that you could utilize, and that is participating as a driver for Uber, Lyft, or even a delivery driver for takeaway food services such as Just Eat, Uber Eats, DoorDash. Similar to Amazon, these gigs will offer an element of flexibility. You can take on shifts to fit around your lifestyle. If you utilize Uber, for example, they offer a service called Uber Lux, which is exclusive for more luxury cars. Therefore, if your car fits into that category and it's a battery electric vehicle, that again can contribute to your earnings potential by reducing your running costs. Plus, I believe a premium is provided for being a Lux driver. Earnings can fluctuate depending on demand, and using Uber as example, they call this surge pricing. So I'm not going to present an estimated earnings potential figure for this, as it will be led by the service that you pick and the demand of your area. Again, I will drop some links below if you just want some more information on this. So moving on to why having an electric car for these is worth it. Well, in addition to gaining access to enhanced opportunities like Uber Lux or being able to charge a high rental premium on Turo, the annual running costs are lower, much lower, and that's without considering the more maintenance and wear and tear on a nice vehicle. If we compared a Model 3 long range to a BMW 3 Series using the app from our secret project, on slightly high miles of 20,000 miles, because I'm incorporating the usual 10,000 miles that I would do, plus 10,000 you might do from a business perspective, without Octopus Go's energy tariff, there is a £2,670 difference. If you utilise an EV tariff like Octopus Go, then this difference will increase to £3,144. Across the course of 4 years, you could have saved over £12,000, plus reduced maintenance items to attend to. It's a crazy sum to save, and that will be a big difference in making opportunities like Shepper worth it or not. Like, you're not going to travel 10 to 15 miles or 20 to 30 miles an hour round trip in a diesel car for the sake of £15 worth of revenue. The fuel cost would eat into that, and electric wise, we're talking around 30p to travel that distance on Octopus Go. I'll put a previous video above if you want to hear more about Octopus Go, but travelling and working via a BEV can deliver tremendous cost savings, not to mention other incentives if incorporated within a business. And if you want to hear about that, just remember to talk to your accountant about it. The final point I just want to mention is exclusive to Tesla owners, and this one's probably one to look out for. We know Elon Musk is pushing for every Tesla vehicle to become autonomous, and the Tesla team have not yet achieved that full autonomy as they'd hoped, but it's still very much work in progress, with the FSD beta updates coming almost weekly now in the US. If it's solved by 2023 or 2024, then envision Uber-like services, but without being in the vehicle, not having to drive other people around, being able to charge a cheaper rate than non-automated rides. It's going to be a really interesting initiative if it fully gets underway, and this could be an awesome way to make a passive income, as the car is working for you whilst you could indeed be working yourself. So it's more or less, let's wait and see how this plays out. Plus, if it comes a reality and your car can do that with the FSD package, is your car's residual worth so much more now to the alternative? Lots of ifs and buts, but let's wait and see how it all plans out. So to summarise, going back to the vehicle title, I hope these money-making ideas for the Tesla Model 3 and electric cars was useful to you. I found it really interesting researching these and YouTubing other people in similar situations. Some really interesting insights into how other people are gaining a few extra dollars or pounds here or there by doing so. But be safe out there, find out what the negatives are, and just make sure that you prepare for them just in case. That's it from me. Let me know what you think. Would you rent your car on Turo? If I'm honest, I'm not sure I'd want anyone else getting behind the wheel of my car, apart from my wife, of course. Or do you know any other cool money making ideas for your Tesla or battery electric vehicle? Let me know in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share the video with your friends and family. Thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one.